This is Latoya of Hope Inspirations Radio. I hope you are having a great one. We are in the studio this afternoon, just relaxed at David's place. And David of Acoustics Serenades. And we're going to have a wonderful time talking to him this afternoon. And we hope that you enjoy just learning a little bit more about our host here at Hope Inspirations Radio, David Etienne, the guitarist. So, hey David, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me this evening.
We're so great and glad to have you here, have you on as a part of our Hope Inspirations family. So we just want to say thank you for your participation and the wonderful things that you do bring to us here at Hope Inspirations Radio. So, who is David Etienne, the guitarist?
David Etienne, the guitarist. Well, by all indication, I'm far from an accomplished guitarist, but essentially, my involvement with the guitar came from me always wanting to be able to accompany myself.
Okay.
You see, because I sing quite a bit, and yes, it's good to have someone playing for you, but there are times when I may want to do something that's a little out of the norm, and I realize that I'm restricted by the fact that hey, you can't go off with a musician. So my thing is really playing the guitar for self-accompaniment, and so I do quite a bit of that.
Okay. So I guess let's get into I went on your website and I saw that it says so. You're best described as a self-accompanied freelance singer-songwriter. Okay. So tell us a little bit more about that phrase in itself and how it does relate to you being, not restricted to.
Okay, so there are three things I'm hearing. I'm hearing freelance singer-songwriter. Let's go freelance. Freelancing, well, first and foremost, my singing and playing is not really for profit. It's not really a profit endeavor. So although I say freelancing, all it means for me is that I just do my thing to person or people who enjoy it, and I just share it. So so freelance in the sense of just sharing it.
Free out there.
Yeah, and singer, wow, singing has been my life forever. Okay. It's like I'm always singing. From a kid, and even during the course of my normal day, I get up in the morning. So singing was always that thing for me. And as I said earlier on, me being a player of this instrument was really, in order to sing freely, accompany myself freely, and just go with the flow. So hence, yeah, freelance singer. The songwriter part
is
that.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, but that's an interesting one because yes, I have quite a few songs that I write and I do from time to time. But one of the things that I enjoy doing, and for some who listen to to me sing or my program sometimes, you realize I like to take, whether it be hymns or other songs, not mainly the hymns. I like to take a song and whatever comes to mind, whatever interpretation I have of it, which may differ from how it is written and how the music is done, I will just go there. So I will take a song that is well known, and I just put a different spin to it. I would not say I rearrange it, because basically I'm playing maybe the same progression of chords, but the different nuances that I put into it, and so I kind of switch it up a bit. So I consider rewriting it in a sort, making it my own. Yeah. So I do that a lot, and of course, as I said, I have a couple of songs that I pen from scratch, we say, or I originate. So that's essentially it.
So David, when did you start playing? You said you started from when you were young. You love to sing.
Right. Well, singing, predates playing by far. Because I say I can't remember a time when I was not singing. Playing, I was introduced to the guitar maybe around 17, 18 years ago.
Okay.
Back then in my home church, we had this, this other guy who owned a guitar, played the guitar. Typically you have a little singing group, so he used to be the player, for that. And so from time to time I would take the guitar and strum a little bit. That was my first introduction. Later on, maybe in my mid-20s, early 30s, I acquired a guitar. And yes, started to do something with it here and there. Was not quite consistent, did not have any formal training, and so I would do a bit now and then, so I could play on a few chords, do a few things, etc. And then I sought to just put down that instrument, and I hadn't touched it for years and years and years. So I must admit that
Wait a minute, so you mean you bought a guitar and you had it collecting dust?
No, because whenever I do my dusting, the guitar is also dusted.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right? But anyhow, and I think, so my reintroduction to the guitar, and since that time I've been consistent, with it, would say, let us say the better part of 8-10 years ago that I pick up the guitar again, and I've just been I've been singing a lot. I've been playing quite a bit, and so yeah.
That surprises me because I listen to you, and so if you was to tell me that you haven't been playing for such a long time, and all the things that you picked up along the way, I would say wow.
Okay, and going back to what I said earlier on is that yes, I will play some chords. And another person will play the same set of chords. And a musician will know that, okay, those are basic, simple, beginner chords, right? But my interpretation that I apply to the chord, that's what makes the difference. And even in my singing, I'm always hearing things that deviates from the normal flow of the song. And so I go there in my singing. So even when I'm playing and accompanying myself with simple songs, simple chords, I tend to put me into it. And so you're hearing a sound and you say, wow, that sounds good. But basically, it's not anything too complex. It's just my own, interpretation of it. Yeah.
All right. So where does David Acoustic Serenades get its inspiration from?
Acoustic Serenades. Let's start with the Serenades part.
All right.
I am from that era where musicals were hey,
That's it.
this was a big thing. And also, if for those who remember the Sunday, well, I'm from the Caribbean. For those who remember the Sunday matinees that you watch on television, where you have those romantic shows and movies, so usually the songs, the theme songs or whatever, used to be these romantic serenade type things. And even the artists or the singers that I listened to back then were those, the Mac Monroes, the Andrew Williams, and so, serenade, that kind of soothing, velvety, warm, mushy, that's my kind of style. Hence the Serenades. Acoustic, obvious, because I like the guitar, that's my favorite instrument, but I also focus on the acoustic guitar because the sound of an acoustic guitar is, for me, like no other. Yes, electric guitar is there, it has its purpose, it has its place, but for me, I like that sound because even when I plug in, my acoustic guitar and get that amplified sound, there is still that generic acoustic sound. So for me, acoustic serenade, the acoustic sound and serenading is just the perfect combination. Okay. Yeah.
So on Hope Inspirations, we have acoustic inspiration. And so how do you really bring that out, the inspiration part in your music? I know you're saying that you combine all of your love for, being the serenade part of it. And so I know your listeners, they love to listen to you. And how do you just connect with them in that aspect?
Okay, when it comes, my program, Acoustic Inspirations, is primarily a religious song program. Okay, primarily that's what it is. So It's really songs of inspiration, songs of hope. Again, I am of the view that's for me that the songs that really touches the heart, songs that touch the heart, touch the emotion, speaks to the heart, the spirit, are the songs that the slower, more meditative type songs.
Okay.
And so even my serenading, I go for those songs that bring out the feelings of the person. So acoustic inspiration was me saying, okay, I'm going to be singing, playing my acoustic guitar, but then the combination ought to be a source of inspiration.
Okay.
Inspiration to my listeners. You see, they must come away enjoying, yes, David and his guitar, but at the same time, the message, should really make it a perfect package. So hence acoustic inspiration.
Hence, we have his shirt on, his Serenade shirt, music that soothes. And so that really speaks to how you want your listeners to feel.
Correct.
So
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, what can we expect from Acoustic Serenades in the near future?
Wow. Let me upfront say, it was never my intention. Okay, I sing and I play and I enjoy it, for me primarily. Friends, family members who hear me sing, hear me play, say, wow, I really enjoy it too. Okay, I enjoy it too. So I thought to myself, okay, since others also enjoy hearing me sing and play, let me share it with them. So my thing was never to, okay, I have a plan that, okay, next 2 months I'm going to be doing this. No, I just thought to myself, I will always sing and play, and I will always seek a way to share my singing and playing. So back to your question, what can we look forward to in the future? More of David singing, more of David playing, and if I'm so moved and I have 1 or 2 of my originals, then I may consider sharing it in a formal way. But I must also indicate that in addition to just playing on the program, I do record, if I may say, because I have a YouTube channel, that I acoustic Serenades, that's correct, where I post a few of my things. So even if persons are not listening to me on Hope Inspirations Radio, they can catch a few. So part of my future endeavors is to post. Yes, is to post more.
There's an inside joke to that.
Yes, is to post. Okay, yes, I've been promising to you. Is to be consistent in my posting so that my listeners, my friends can have more stuff to listen to and to enjoy and to be blessed by.
Now, David does have a way of giving back because, he's big on giving back, especially when it comes to like your seniors and, youngsters coming up. So tell me a little bit about, I know a little insight of this, these lessons that you're giving to some of these kids during this time of COVID, because, I think that's very impactful and it's very helpful for these young folks.
Gotcha. Well, even before now, with the youngsters and COVID, etc., years back, one of the things that I used to do and enjoyed was really playing for seniors. I just love to do that. Again, remember, my genre, my type of music, the way I deliver it, my style, is something that they identify with. Because yes, the fast songs and the high, the rhythmic songs, etc., they are good. But let's face it, our seniors are more accustomed to the soothing side of things. So I used to jump at any opportunity I would get to sing and play. So back in the day, I used to, go to places like homes or hospitals or whatever gathering, having a function where seniors are. I just enjoy to sit and play and they sing along that way. Cool. Moving forward, then I thought to myself, hey, playing an instrument, and because I enjoy it so much, it would be nice to share with the youngsters if they are so inclined. Hence, I started doing, sharing and saying, okay, guys, guys, youngsters from church or wherever, if you're interested, I can help. And so we had started that. COVID came, and like everything else, things, right? But of course, we move now to the Zoom platform where that everybody is doing. So I continue to have my classes, my lessons, and I have a couple of students, excuse me, and they are making pretty good progress. And I intend to continuously keep it up.
Well, there you have it. David Etienne of Acoustic Serenades, live right here on Hope Inspiration Radio, Sundays Acoustic Inspirations. See, David does a lot. Mm-hmm. Acoustic Inspirations is Saturday evenings at 7 p.m.
As a matter of fact, what time is it now?
That's close to that time.
About what time? Okay, yeah, because I'll be on in just about
30 minutes.
In the next 30 minutes, I'll be on with my Saturday program.
So, David, what do you want to leave with your listeners before we close?
Frankly, two primary things. I said to some of my friends, and when I friends in my age group, that it is proven. Research has shown, the experts tell us that one of the things that is suggested, recommended to keep your mind sharp, to keep at bay Alzheimer's and dementia, in a way, is to pick up a musical instrument. You see, playing an instrument does wonders to you, you see. Especially with a musical instrument, you never learn all there is to learn. And so because you're always pushing yourself, you're always challenging yourself, you're always reaching and trying to learn new stuff, it stimulates the brain. But more so, music in itself does that. So one of the things I want to leave, for my senior friends, friends in my age group, is that if at all, nobody's asking you to be a performer or to be whatever. Take up your guitar or your piano or whatever, enjoy yourself. Just play and it will soothe you and it helps to keep your mind very sharp. That's one thing. Secondly, I find, yes, music is an outlet that is used in all walks of life. And right now, especially, us going through this COVID time, and I would say that find a way to relax, find a way to unwind, find a way to be distracted from the crazies that's happening every day. And one of the ways you can do it is just to sit back at your keyboard, at your guitar, at your flute, whatever it is, and just spend 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and just let yourself go and just play. Don't worry about it being you're getting the wrong note or you're making a mistake. Just play and just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself, just relax. As I say, take off on there. Yeah. So that's it for me, basically.
Well, David, I want to thank you for spending the time with me.
Okay.
And I forgot to introduce myself, but you guys, it's Latoya Ferguson of Hope Inspirations Radio. And we are here to bring hope and inspiration to you. And David is doing just that on our radio.
That's right.
And so we want you to check out his webpage. It's acousticserenades.com, and it has a lot more information about you and how to get in touch with you. There's links to his YouTube channel so that on those days when you want to relax and listen to some music and watch David, you can do that and enjoy the music. And David, I hope in the near future that we do hear some original things from you. And I can't wait to see some of your new posts. So I just want to thank you for joining us. And David is going to take us out with a little bit of music that soothes the soul. Again, we want to thank you for taking the time out to take the time to interview and talk to us about Acoustic Serenade and your program, Acoustic Inspiration.
Thank you very much for having me. Well, what I do, since it's impromptu, if you have listened to my program, you know that I have a particular theme song, introductory song.
Yes.
And again, this is one that it's a regular hymn, but I just take a section of it and use as my introduction and put my own little spin to it. And I really, really enjoy doing that. So I guess I'll just share that with you.
All right.
Okay. Let's try this. You guys all know at the cross where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. Okay, so I just put my little spin to it. At the cross, at the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I'm happy all the day. At the cross, where I first saw the light, the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy. Now I am happy, and now I am happy all the day. At the cross, where I first saw the light, the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I'm happy, and now I'm happy, and now I am happy all the day. At the cross, where I first saw the light, the burdens of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I'm happy. Now I'm happy, and now I am happy, and now I am happy, and now I am happy all the day. At the cross. That's it.